Yo, another Monday in Chicago. We here, man. I got my Joe, and I'm Joe, so this is Joe with Joe. Right now, you got Chris with Joe. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Good morning. Shout out to Cyrus. They stay up early usual in Chicago. I got me some orange juice from an unknown orange juice company. It's real delicious. Be safe, man. Hey, man. And I
Definitely.
got my Cubs shirt. You went to the up north house, grabbed the Cubs shirt for you.
I don't know if this the time to be grabbing it, but
Hey,
but shout out to you for
hey,
doing it. You
yeah.
balanced. So I see you with the socks, now I see you with the Cubs. Appreciate the balance. Um, yeah, you can catch us on Twitter. You see the tags at Joe Stuff 710, at King Rouse 21, also at World Class Hoops Podcast, at Students of the Game Chicago, and our third man in this weave, Justin Adams at JA at JA underscore the realist, art of science.
Hey, hold on, Joe. Justin couldn't be here, but he did leave something for us, though. So let's check that
We
out.
gotta tell him. No, I don't care what the doctor said. We gotta tell him now.
Art of the Science, AOTS, the realest boxing podcast in these internet streets.
This is our block. Now you gonna get down or you gonna lay down?
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. The videos are on the YouTube and Facebook page. Audio, you're going to hear that on Google and Apple Podcasts and SoundCloud.
No.
Rough on him now.
No, he needs to know.
Okay.
He's always crying.
Tough luck.
Come kick it with the realist every Friday. Follow me at JA underscore the realist, at Art of Sci Boxing. That's ARTOFSCI Boxing. That's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Now, you either get down or you lay down. What's it gonna be, sunshine?
So you got it. Joe with episode 4 is in the art of the science.
Pretty much, yeah. I hit it. Um, Platinum Blend, man. The weekend of champions.
All right,
In
man. There you
Wimbledon,
go.
Ashley Barty winning on the women's side. You got Novak Djokovic winning again for the men. And major soccer tournaments. It was Italy taking down England yesterday in penalty kicks and an exciting shootout. They win Euro Cup 2020, which was postponed a year because of COVID last year. And Argentina beat Brazil 1-0 in the Copa Americana tournament. First ever first major cup for the great Lionel Messi.
Yeah, that's an amazing. I feel like we've been having that Ronaldo Messi battle for like 10 years. You know that debate has been going on for like 10 years. And for him to just now get his first cup like that, that's crazy. You know, his the first cup of that. So,
Right. So yeah, man. You say no platinum blend for you, huh? You didn't see anything that was platinum worthy this weekend?
no, I didn't say that. No, man, we was having some technical difficulty. Tampa, probably because of the lightning. Because I picked the Tampa Bay Lightning, man. They came in messing up. So
Blame it
Tampa Bay
on
Lightning, they get my platinum blend because they hoist those. Shout out to them. They get them to blend for me this week. And the Seattle Storm, man. See Lightning and Storm. Look at me. And then the Seattle Storm for the best record in the WNBA. They get my platinum blend.
Too bad the Thunder ain't in the finals, huh?
Hey, you got to make the playoffs, man. To be mentioned on this show.
As we get to freshly brewed, man. As we get to freshly brewed. Speaking of the Thunder, a former player who played with the Thunder, who's been doing this thing in the finals, has been Chris Paul. And but last night, as the series shifted to Milwaukee, and has Scott Foster decided to be the crew chief for the game 3. And Chris Paul is 7 against this man. Whenever he's refereeing, I'm gonna say against this man, but whenever he referees, only 11. And now he's 0-12 after astounding 120-100 victory. As the Bucks, beat the Suns up last night. Giannis going for 40 for the second straight game, 41 points. No answers for Giannis inside. Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, better games. Drew Holiday lead 21 points and 6 assists.
Game from Drew. Big game, Drew Holiday, man.
I don't have the stats with Middleton. right here in front of me. I'm going through some little technical difficulties over here as well. But yeah,
Yeah. I know Middleton off the head. I know head 19 off 6 of 14. I know for sure he shot 6 of 14. I don't know if it was 18 or 19. Yeah, he shot 6 of 14.
so yeah, we know the second quarter was the best quarter of basketball probably the Bucks played. I mean, the second quarter last night, and I thought maybe the very tail end of the third quarter, when they had to fight the Suns off. It was the Suns were up by 6 points early in the second quarter when the Bucks went on an amazing 30-9 run to end that quarter. I don't know if you was watching me on Twitter, like Monty Williams had his rotation sort of planned or whatever, because he had an interesting lineup when he took DeAndre Ayton and Chris Paul out. When I looked up, he had Crowder, Craig, and Johnson in with Devin Booker
Yeah.
and campaign. So I
Some
was
stretches
thinking,
in that first.
right. So I'm thinking he's
Also
getting
stretches
rest.
in that first half. He had Kaminsky Johnson and like crap there too.
Right. Then I
A
know
lot
he
of stretch
came back.
minutes.
It's like then he came back in the second quarter and had Paul Payne, Bridges. I can't think who else it was. It was another. I don't want to say it was Paul.
In the second, hey, I'm gonna be real with you. In the second half, it was over by that point. I kind of knew Milwaukee had that one. Milwaukee had that crazy run in the third quarter, and then also
Well,
Milwaukee. You know what? Throughout this series, I thought Phoenix has been a better team. They just been out. It's like they just been outplaying Milwaukee. Last night was the first game in this series. I thought Milwaukee was able to have control of the tempo. Portis came in, gave them a lot of energy off the bench. Again, had 11 points. I thought he was the key for Milwaukee. He's some energy element, and Devin Booker struggling kind of helped him out as well.
yeah.
So,
Devin Booker
so
only going
Milwaukee took that game.
only 3 or 14 for Devin Booker last night. In 29 minutes, you can see the desperation and the level of physicality for Milwaukee last night. This was a team that was now 0-2. They fed out their fans and they looked at more desperate, especially after, we know, man, there was a moment in that third quarter when Cameron Johnson comes with that dunk, man.
Yeah.
That when he got the dunk, it made the lead 69-59. So I was like, oh, hold on now. This might spark a run.
Hold up. Yeah.
Then Chris Paul makes a three, and it goes all the way down to 74-70. So I'm like, okay, what's up? And Giannis kept his foot on the pedal, kept his team afloat. Drew Holiday with some huge threes also in that stretch to get the lead back up.
Yeah.
And they held on to win the game. And pulled away really in that fourth quarter. And I know by the
Johnson
time
thought he was Jordan.
man,
Cameron Johnson he thought he was Jordan. He dunked on PJ Tucker. Then he came down and did the reverse layup off the. He did the
yeah,
reverse
that's
off
why
the glass. He hit three later. I was like, man.
I say, let's go. It might be a run coming here, Phoenix. Y'all, this game ain't over with yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, especially, I believe he had like 12 points off the bench. You see Bridges and Book are struggling. You know what I'm saying? On that perimeter side, we saw them go off a combined 58 points in game two. So, they struggled. Aiden had an okay game, but just the physicality of Milwaukee, off hitting the offensive glass, creating second shots. PJ Tucker was like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? As far as saving loose balls and tapping offensive rebounds, keeping them alive, being scrappy on defense. So, shout out to Milwaukee. Game three, that's kind of expected it. You know what I'm saying? They would come out and play like that because of the desperation mode. But game four, I think, is going to be really telling because it's another game where they're coming off on the rest now. You're getting this extra day of rest, and there's no travel involved. So I think game four is going to be pretty telling. What kind of series we got.
Also, before we get off the final, I want to shout out Milwaukee's high pick and roll offense. Phoenix had no clue how to stop. It was like their Aiden was their best defense against it, and that's only because he had to allow you to have maybe half a step on him basket and block a shot. But the rest of them guys, man, like Kaminsky and Johnson, they try to play Giannis way high, and it's like, dude, he's 0 for 2 from 3-point range in the game. Like, he's not going to shoot three because he hasn't been able to knock it down instantly throughout the last two seasons. So, like, I don't know why some of those guys other than keep overplaying that three, but also it could just muscle memory, force of habits, considering you guard Middleton and Bobby Portis, Lopez a lot of times, also in them high pick and rolls.
Yeah, there was some times in that game with Monty Williams. No, I was thinking almost he was going almost too small. I'm
Yeah,
looking at
yeah.
sometimes Chris Middleton's not gonna be able to. I mean, campaign can't guard Chris Middleton in no post. Why you got why you got him and Chris Paul in the game at times? I understand you want to force the tempo at times. Like I said, like his rotations was like he was planning the rest with some guys, trying
Yeah.
to keep Aiden and Paul at least in the game, or somebody, one of his big three or two of his big three fresh and in the game. Excuse me, and that and
Phoenix
like
is
that
Phoenix is
bite him a
be-
little bit in the second quarter, huh?
now, Phoenix advantage is DeAndre Ayton, man, because Milwaukee, Giannis, they get anybody switched on him, it's a problem. Him or Brook Lopez, anybody gets switched on DeAndre Ayton, it's like a bucket almost every time he gets it on the low
Right.
block. So for Phoenix, they gotta keep that. Just keep playing strength of DeAndre Ayton, getting them switches against smaller guys. But I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to release Milwaukee, because Milwaukee had them locked down in the half court. Milwaukee was cooking them in the hustle stat. Like 20-2 in second chance points, and then they won and then I
Yeah,
want to say they won like 15, 17, 10 and
yeah.
like points
I
off
thought really in the
turnovers.
second
So it was
quarter,
like they had, yeah,
second quarter, you saw their defense start to work, and they were able to get some transition buckets off some good defense or whatever. So thought that defense, limiting Phoenix to one shot and just being able to run out. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a big key of the game. I always thought when I watched game one of this series, I was watching, my first time, final game or whatever, checking them out. And I just felt like defensively, neither one of these teams I didn't feel like were great. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Like I felt like this was probably gonna be a series like we're seeing. Like the first three games, the Phoenix gets 118 in games 1 and 2. Now Milwaukee, when they win, they put up 120. It's almost like
yeah,
an outscoring type of game of who's going to
yes,
have their broke game. And yesterday, Phoenix was having that broke game through three quarters. I believe they was 7-24 from three and had 14 turnovers through three quarters. So it wasn't hot like they was hot in Phoenix. You expect all those things. And the physicality that so guys like Drew Holiday and Bobby Portis, Tucker, those guys play with. Even Jeff Teague coming off the bench, you know what I'm saying? They just came up with a
yeah.
little more bravado and spark. You know what I'm saying? So
I got
I guess
two favorites for Finals MVP, Giannis and Chris Paul. There is nobody those two guys.
yeah, well,
So
Giannis won last night. He basically put Milwaukee in. These last two games,
maybe
you know,
maybe DeAndre
to be
Ayton, but
doing.
other than that,
And he had that little moment early in the game when you saw him had a little minor collision with Aiden when he was trying to shoot his little, I guess, Euro step, and looked like the knee was aggravated or whatever, and he asked to come out. He was just like, man,
yeah, please no.
is this gonna knock him out? But he comes back, Shout out to Giannis. He's showing he's a true warrior. He plays through all these. Man, you see how that
Him,
knee went back against the Hawks and see how he's performing, man. True warrior. Showing a lot
you
of
said
grit.
Chris Paul. You said Chris Paul should be in bubble wrap. Giannis should be too. And next time something happens to either one of them, I get nervous. They're like, man, this might change the series. Here, please no, please no, like, please
Yeah,
no need that,
please.
man.
Just please.
Please no, man. Please.
Hmm.
Hey, DeAndre Ayton, shout out him too, man. This is the first time I'm getting to say something on air. I love that moment.
You love what?
It's high standard. That's why you upset. That moment at the back of the bench.
Uh,
Monty Williams, DeAndre Ayton.
do it with your force.
Which one?
When he was talking to DeAndre Ayton in game 2.
Yeah, when he was on the bench and he's like, you hold yourself to such a high regard, and he was tapping
Yeah, do it with
him on the
force.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that moment. First time on air, I got to say that. So
Man,
shout out to
Monty
him.
Williams, man, just know how to communicate with
Great
players,
coach.
know what buttons to press. I mean, you got to say the Phoenix Suns hit it out the park with that hire, man. So shout out to Monty
Yeah.
Williams. 2 games away from it. We'll see what happens in game 4 and what adjustments he can make. But yeah, man, Monty Williams definitely gaining some fans or whatever. All-Star break coming up here in the major leagues. We really starting today. The Sox holding that first place lead or whatever. because they've been beating up on the Tigers and the Royals and the Twins. And shout out to them for doing it. They put them on your schedule, beat them up. That's what I say. Beat them up. They get 19 games against them, beat them up. That's 57 games. You should win 45 of them 57 games. Beat their ass. Do what you got to do.
You still a birthday.
Cubs on the Cubs were in first place after that terrific combined no-hitter that one night in Dodger Stadium and everything. And then the roof sort of fell in, you know. So now, as we get to the All-Star break, you know, the deadline is on the 30th, a couple of weeks after. So I'm trying to really see, I'm going to think about predictions for both of these teams in the second half. And I'm going to start with the Cubs.
Let me ask you this with the Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
Sellers? Should they be sellers? Should they be selling at the deadline? What you think?
And
That's been coming up big.
That's the whole premise. What I was going to say. See, I ain't even got to say nothing now. Should they be buyers or sellers? You know what?
No, not buyers outright. Should they be selling? Because like that's all I keep seeing. The Cubs might be selling.
I think they should be sellers myself. But you know how this baseball stuff is with everything bunched up. When the Cubs get back off of All-Star break, what's going to be July 16th? It's going to be this week, July 16th, right? So you're still going to be 2 weeks away from the deadline. Now, here's the thing about baseball, this extra wild card spot. Just as they went into the All-Star break kind of cold or very cold and trying to get themselves up to lukewarm, they can come out the other end of it hot. You can have a 6-game winning streak, 6 or 7 game winning streak, and then management start looking like, hey, we right in this. Let's go get another bet. We don't want to trade Ivy. We don't want to move Chris. Let's go get another this. We don't want to trade none of the young pitchers. We almost there again. Look at the division. Da. So, me myself, I think they should be sellers, but I think they might want to look at this first week up out the gate to see what happens if they can make any headway. But I don't think if they don't make any headway, I see Hoy and everything, and they might become sellers and start listening to see what people want to get them for their things of value. Like if you need a Wilson Contreras in your lineup or Anthony Rizzo in your lineup, or if you ain't finna get Chris Brown, I'll be buy you as that money. You know what I'm saying?
Trade Kyle Hendricks to a team with a good bullpen. Trade Kyle Hendricks, please, to a team with a good bullpen because I'm tired of seeing his starts pissed away. Thank you. That's all I'm saying, man. I gotta say that on like the last 4 shows we've done, whether it's
I gotta look that up.
SOTG.
I gotta look that up for the next Monday show. For whenever we can have another show, which will probably be next Monday. I gotta look up what the Cubs' batting average is when Kyle Hendricks is pitching. Not even the other team. What are the Cubs? It's gotta be like about a measly 190 or something. I mean, it can't be it can't be over the Mendoza line, and the average with the runners in scoring position with Hendricks is probably got to be in the like 0.89 range, 115. Can't be very good.
Can't be.
He has very little margin
of error.
Like he has very little margin of error whenever he's pitching. You know what I'm saying? If he gave up a run, his lead is in jeopardy. He might not give him the lead.
Dude. Right, might not give him the lead, bro.
There's no in the major league. It's a quality start is classified as 6 innings pitched, and giving up 2 runs or fewer. So, I mean, you feel like your pitcher get 18 out of 27 outs and only give up a couple of runs. You know, feel like your bullpen, or hopefully your bullpen offense, now they carry their weight. You know what I'm saying? I done did my job as a pitcher. If we losing 2-0, 2-1, that's something we could still rally and come back from. And if y'all done got some hits or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm going in with the lead when I go sit down and the bullpen gonna hold it for me. So hopefully I think they're gonna be buyers. But I think
say about the other side of it, they got 4 All-Stars.
All right, the Cubs are gonna be buyers. Team with 4 All-Stars. Shout out to Tim Anderson being added over the weekend. I think they're going to be great. Now, The only thing with the Sox, I'm very, I think they've been such a front running team. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna have to really fight for their playoff spot. The way the season is going, it's looking like it's gonna be an early clinch. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be an early September clinch or something. So I'm just trying to see how do they keep that edge. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have a race in sports and really any sport, football or you know baseball, basketball, whatever. When you have a season when you're just been like sort of having a 10-game lead and 9-game lead all season, you know what I'm saying? You sort of can just. I don't want you to ease up once you get ready to playoff mode. I don't want Tony La Russa to start getting to like September 13th and 12th. Still about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm gonna start resting people and getting them in this rhythm. And also, now the only thing with the Sox is that part of the season is hopefully working some of these people back from injury. Madrigal. I've said that name terribly. Help me out.
I mean, the Sox they've been
No,
dealing with the
Lewis
injuries,
Robert.
but I mean, they've been
Randolph.
holding third. They've been holding strong though.
Right. I
Holding
just don't want to
strong though.
peak too early, Chris. And I had that edge because ain't nobody really to chase. You might have you have a meaningless Cleveland Indians series in September. You probably was looking at that early in the season, like, oh, when they play this thing against Cleveland, this is gonna be big. Cleveland might be fighting for their wild card lives back then, and you'll already have y'all feet kicked up because you got the division already clinched. So I'm just the competitive. I just want them to stay. I don't know, keep that edge, and then get ready to playoff time. Just don't be in such a cruise control from the middle of August on just because you can cruise. That you cruise into the playoffs, and then
Hey,
get.
but let's say this though. Last week we did this show. You did say like it does seem the Sox are kind of like doing anything together for like
Yeah,
that's the challenge they said. I know you
I
was
mean,
joking when they said that,
yeah,
but seriously though, that is like the only challenge they have right now. They still up by like eight or 9 games going to the All Star break.
and they killed the
Even with half the
Orioles.
team
They
missing
killed the
games.
Orioles the other day with the lineup. I forgot the lineup because I was watching a little bit of the game, and the next day I was listening to 6, 6, 7. He was like, "But that lineup, they put up 12 runs." And it was like most of the man, every substitution that they plugging in, Vaughn, whoever it is, man, they doing something every night. You know what I'm saying? Goodwin, who's like a retread from the Nationals and Yankees, whatever. Now he's coming in the lineup and he's being productive. I mean, they're getting it from everywhere.
No, go ahead. No, I hear you. I just had to pick some up to the left of me though. But not the Sox. I mean, like I said, it's good through. What you say, man? Like half the team been hurt, still playing good. So I mean, that's all we got, man. That is all I got on the Sox. All I know is
Froze on me.
on day you got to go there and I'm gonna be talking cat. Outside man. I got my
I mean, I hope they can match it this year, but we'll find out shortly. Time will tell. Time will tell. The Mount Rushmore duo thing, hip hop.
Are we here already? We here already? Man, ain't no this.
Yeah, we here already. Yeah, it's already. You're smiling like that. Why are you smiling like that?
Because man, like I've been giving this some good thought. I've been giving this some real.
I haven't either, really. It's like it was just Thursday, right? Thursday got
And I have.
You have?
It got here very quick. I have given it a lot of thought.
You're giving it a lot of thought?
I've given this a lot of thought, actually.
Oh. Well, I'm very interested to hear what you have to say then.
So
I'm listening.
We duos. What we doing?
You're doing the duos, right?
Are we okay? All right.
Said
Well,
you
Outkast. You feel about Outkast?
That's pretty good.
Outkast. Eric B and Rakim.
Hey, being Rakim?
Eric B and Rakim. Outkast and Eric B and Rakim. That's
Outkast, Eric B. and Rakim.
My
Deep.
I put Mob Deep in man, bro. Mob Deep.
Okay.
Would you like Mob Deep?
I love Mobb Deep.
All right.
Who?
Lastly, I don't know yet. I'm still thinking. I'm still debating. I'm still debating. So who
This is
you
how I
got?
feel. Eric B. and Rakim. Outkast.
Who you got?
I said Eric B. and Rakim. Outkast. 8 Ball and MJG.
Who?
And now about this last spot. You know, it could be Mobb Deep, it could be Dog Pound, it could be Gangstar, it could be
I think my last one probably be Dog Pound. Honestly, probably be Dog Pound because I
EPMD
listen
is
to them more. I go with Dog Pound. That's my fourth group.
EPMD is interesting.
Nah, I ain't listen to EPMD like man. I wasn't an EPMD fan like that. I can't even sit here and lie to you. I didn't get them like that.
Well, I was, so that's interesting.
So who you get? So who you? Give me that.
I'm
So
gonna
I'm
go
gonna
make
give you Outkast. I'm gonna give you this. Outkast, Mobb Deep, Eric B and Rakim, and the Dog Pound. So who you get?
and I have given you Outkast, Eric B. and Rakim, 8 Ball and MJG.
8 Ball
And
and MJG.
yes,
Okay,
and, and
that's solid.
this last spot is like, whew. You know, I hit the South with Outkast and 8 Ball and MJG. And I hit the real New York heads with Eric B. and Rakim. But this last spot can go like 8 different ways. It can go rough New York with Mobb Deep. It can go smooth New York with Gangstar. It can go outside in the West with Dog Pound. It's just tough. Dun, 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 dun.
I heard you say gang. I heard you say Gangstar.
You heard me say Gangstar?
I heard
Yeah.
you say Gangstar. I heard you say 8 Ball and MJG.
8 Ball and
Okay,
MJG is in.
I
Now,
know that.
3 of them, like 8 Ball,
Yeah.
MJG, Outkast, Eric B. and Rakim, I'm giving them. I'm not debating them. It's these other New
Okay.
York people with this Dog Pound that's messing me up. I'm talking about EPMD,
Dog Pound.
Mobb Deep, Dog Pound.
Okay.
See, Mobb Deep, Dog Pound. It's like,
I got both of them. I'm putting both of them in. Both of them are in for me. There's for them are in. Like Mobb Deep and Dog Pound, that's in for me. Like, neither one of them getting left out.
man.
I like 8 Ball and MJG, man. I like 8 Ball and MJG.
I
But
hear a
honestly,
butt
man,
coming.
but I like
I
8
hear a
Ball.
butt.
I like 8. No, hold on, man. Hold on, get
You
up.
like
I
8
like 8
Ball
Ball a
better
little
than
bit. I like 8 Ball solo more than I like them together.
Okay.
Like,
You
like
might,
Mr.
might feel
Big,
the same
Mr.
way.
Big. Call me Mr. Big. Like that type of stuff.
Man. UGK is a group that ain't gonna make it in my thing, but very, 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 very good. I just feel like the longevity probably of Mobb Deep would take them over Dog Pound. To me personally, maybe just slightly ahead of Dog
Okay.
Pound. They both had they runs in that mid '90s or whatever. I just feel like Mobb Deep's what's the word? They prime was a little bit longer. Maybe a couple more albums that was still kind of colder. While Mobb Deep, when Dog Pound started really not making something, so I'm gonna probably go with. Now I got to think between Mobb Deep and Gangsta. Are they better? Are they better than
Hey, bro.
Gangsta? And the Guru is
I,
probably one of the most underrated people in hip hop.
I like Mobb Deep more than I like Gangstar. RP Peter. Probably.
That's fair.
I'm up in that Mobb discography. I am Gangstars. So
That's a
So I
very
would,
long catalog.
so I would rock. I pretty know who I listen to more, man, with the exception of Eric B and Rakim, because I feel much like the same as when we do groups. I feel like they like the Run DMC types to me. I feel so like
So
they was the ones that took it to that next level.
I'm gonna go Mobb Deep, man.
Okay.
Everybody and Rakim, Mobb Deep, Outkast, A Ball, and JG. You heard it. I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash on Twitter, on my Facebook page, and whatever. But that's what I said. That's what I did. That's
All
what
right. So we had the same, except you didn't have Dog Pound. You didn't have no.
I had A Ball
You
and
had.
JG.
I'm sorry.
Had
So
Dog Pound.
you have. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. You had AG and I had Dog Pound.
Man, excuse me. What's in your cup? I don't know what was in. I don't know what was in Conor McGregor's cup, but I know he had he had a leg injury that forced him to Dustin Poirier to win their third matchup. Now they're trying to get ready for a fourth matchup. I guess they're gonna try to probably schedule that, and I guess in the next 4 or 5 months, I guess whenever Conor McGregor recovers or whatever. But yeah, he suffered a leg injury. Suffered a leg injury. Couldn't finish on UFC in the first round against Dustin Poirier. So Poirier wins. Also, what's in your cup? How about the guy?
In your cup.
How about the guy at what was that, the Scottish Open or whatever they're playing right now? The guy that comes and just takes the club out the bag while Rory McIlroy and John Hamm are ready to putt. He just takes out McIlroy's club and walks up like he's trying to putt, and nobody's saying nothing to him, and everybody's looking sort of astounded. And the security, I think it was Ron, like to tell caddy, one of the caddies had to tell security, "Come on over here and get this guy. He's supposed to be just doing this." So that was very crazy. Over the weekend.
Man, what can you say? What do you say, bro? Like, what do you even say to that?
I mean,
dude, just
gotta have better security, man. What if he would have tried to do something? What if he literally could have took out the golf club and started whacking people. He was that close up on him. So I'm like, I mean, where's the security with this stuff, man? We saw everything that was happening at the end of the NBA into the NBA playoffs with fans throwing popcorn and just getting out of hand, man. I do not know what's going on with the fans right now. So for this guy to it's almost like if we go to the Sox game in 2 weeks and I could just walk right in the dugout and just grab a bat and walk up on the on-deck circle in my street clothes. I got this white shirt on and these khaki shorts, and I just walk in the dugout and just get a bat. Walk right past Tony La Russa and the Brew and everything, just grab a bat and walk
man,
up.
I'm not encouraging that. I'm just saying it's getting wild.
This is getting wild, man.
Hey, it's getting wild, bro. Be safe, man. Be safe out here, bro. That's all I got for you, bro.
It's bad enough, we had, it always happens at the soccer events, and it happened again. We always have a fan that want to run on the court, run on the field. Just like at the end of the Super Bowl or whatever, fourth quarter, happened yesterday in about the 88th minute or whatever. I love the commentary. The commentators, we will
remember,
so we will not show him on camera. What you say?
No, I said remember we had that streak at Super Bowl, so it's not like except for this, but so it's
right.
Kind of we kind of should have seen it coming.
Yeah,
but
pretty much. So what you got in your cup? You got anything in your cup? See anything that somebody had something in their cup?
No, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna let you have that one, bro. I don't have nothing this week. I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna save them for like detention or something.
And
I catch nothing crazy.
Also, I'm gonna have to rewatch them. I haven't really watched them yet, but Saturday was my birthday and I was still celebrating. So, but I did hear about the what was going on Twitter was the Anthony Mackie joke, saying that Ben Simmons should win the humanitarian award for all the bricks that he made that used to build the boys and girls. Something he said on the ESPYs, talking about Ben Simmons free throw shooting or whatever. Talking about his bricks will help to build the boys and girls club in Philadelphia or something he said to that effect. See, Ben Simmons, you got to get your stuff going now. Yeah, you turn Anthony Mackie into a comedian. He ain't even no real comedian. So you got to. That's where you got to do something about your free throw shoot. Never heard Anthony Mackie crack a joke. Go cracking jokes.
All right, you good? No, like I said, I ain't had nothing for what's in up. So,
well,
only thing I been covering from the birthday, but I ain't gonna ask you to answer.
You ain't gonna what?
You gonna talk about you?
Me? Who me?
That's up to you, bro.
I ain't hear the
That's
question.
in your cup, man. You know.
Oh, so just some regular, some Joe.
You better not, man. That's all you.
Just some Joe.
Just some Joe. I feel you, bro.
Just some Joe. And I hope y'all enjoy Joe. And it's not even just with Joe, because Chris is here also. But yeah, we will not be in the building this Thursday for students of the game. You know, I'll be traveling. Cousin getting married. Rouse is working. So I guess the next time we'll see you together will probably be next week. I wink because, that's what I do. So for Chris Rouse, I'm Joseph Gregory. We'll see you guys later. Peace.